saved us. I didn't think anyone knew we were here. The Imperials were gonna use us for target practice. We owe you one.
Only doing what was right.
Your line of work looks even more dangerous than ours. We're gonna run until there's no more Imperial flags. Thank you again.
Perfect. Sobrick's defenses have been reduced to the bare minimum. The resistance team is heading in. I think it's best if you follow and keep an eye on them. Too much is riding on this mission.
I'll make sure our allies come back alive.
The resistance team identified a vehicle depot as their best access point to the Imperial computer system. Transmitting the grid coordinates now. I'll continue monitoring Sobrick. If I see trouble, I'll alert you immediately. Keep our new friends safe. Over and out.
Have you accessed the Imperial network?
Already downloaded everything. We were leaving when the Imperial medical transport landed for refueling. Avers and his men opened fire.
Balmoran scum! Murderers! My men are dying. We'll never reach the med center now.
You just made my season, Imp. Bet you've got some choice gear on that transport.
Greedy vermin! These soldiers were defending Balmora!
There's a doctor here. He could keep your men alive.
You just love irony, don't you?
Do you read? Colicoid nests stirred up by fighting. Waves of them headed for Sobrick's outskirts. Leave now or you'll be surrounded.
Colicoids? They'll rip us apart! Every man for himself! Move!
We can't flee! Those beasts will kill us!
I don't abandon wounded men, even Imperials. Then again, being eaten wasn't on my agenda for today.
Huh?
I can save these soldiers if someone keeps the colicoids off me.
You work your medical magic. I'll take on the colicoids. May the Force be with us.
If we die, at least it'll be heroic. But we're not gonna die, right?
Do you hear that? They're here!
Done some crazy things, but this beats them all.
That was heroic. These men owe you their lives. So do I.
I want every Imperial on Balmora to know how a Jedi and a Resistance doctor saved your lives.
I'd never falsify a report, no matter how distasteful.
Leaving here would be a lot easier if there was another transport. Actually, I did see a speeder bike outside. Only seats one.
I'll find my own way out, Doc. The speeder bike is yours.
Thanks. You're a pal. Your friend Warren's at these coordinates. I'll meet you there. Good luck.
Here you two had quite an adventure in Sobrick. I'm impressed by your commitment to saving lives.
We make a pretty great team. We should do this more often.
Our mission isn't over. What's the next step?
This is Nicholan Cord, one of the top resistance leaders. He analyzed the data we obtained from Sobrick, found us a lead.
One of our spies was captured weeks ago, attempting to steal what might be the Empire's cloaking device project. The data revealed where she's being held.
Sounds like someone we should talk to. How do we free her?
We believe she's inside an Imperial Tactical Operations base. Heavily fortified, protected by a regiment of troops.
Well, that's where I come in.
Colonel Finley commands the Republic's 5th Expeditionary Force. He's agreed to assist our operation.
Trouble is, if that Tech Op space crew sees my troops marching in, they'll close the blast shields. Those shut, there's no getting them open.
If the enemy seals the base, we lose our connection to the cloaking device prototype.
One of you Jedi could slip inside, disable the blast shields before they close, then the base would be ours.
We'd have to distract that Imperial regiment, create an opening.
My troops provide quite a distraction.
The Resistance must be part of this. Our spy won't talk if I'm not there.
I'll escort the Resistance. That leaves you to penetrate the base and deactivate those blast shields ahead of our arrival.
Get your forces ready, Colonel. We leave immediately.
I can guarantee an enthusiastic response. I'll prepare my forces to move out.
That Resistance leader. Let's keep an eye on him. His spy is the key to our victory, and he knows it. Get inside the Empire's base and deactivate those blast shields. We'll be waiting for your signal. Bad news, my friend. The Empire just landed heavy war droids in the region. Hunter-killers. The droids are patrolling the territory between you and the objective. If they detect you heading for that Imperial base, they'll raise an alert. We can't risk the base's blast shields closing before you get there. You'll have to disable those war droids quickly.
Scrapped Imperial war droids? Coming right up.
I'm sending the latest reconnaissance data on the war droids' positions. Eliminate them and continue on to the Imperial base.
Never a dull moment. We should visit war zones more often.
There, you have the data. Be careful. Over and out.
Warren, I've disabled the base's blast shields. It's wide open for you.
We're almost there, but Colonel Finley detects a reactor surge coming from the base. Looks like the base commander initiated a self-destruct sequence. You don't have much time to stop it. Shut down all the security consoles in there as fast as you can. Hurry!
Self-destruct aborted. The base is ours, Warren. Send in the troops.
Come back. The satellite system's down and the battle's over. I've been in some intense ops before, but that... let's just say Bugtown never looked so good. We're holding the Empire back by the skin of our teeth. Freeing captive civilians wouldn't have been my choice.
I made the only choice I could as a Jedi.
But what's right isn't always what's best. Either way, we'd likely be standing in a bombed-out mess if it wasn't for you. You've got my thanks.
There's a lot of Balmorra left. What's your next move?
Get into more populated areas. Start contacting the locals. Our next major offensive is Imperial headquarters in the city of Sobrik. There's a sizable Balmorran resistance set up nearby. Beck Talrot, the resistance leader, requested our aid, but the satellite system kept us from answering. I'd like to send you.
Anyone fighting the Empire can consider me an ally.
Beck's a bit of a patriot. He'll like your attitude. I'll let Beck know you're heading in that direction. He'll be waiting. I've got to get back to troop deployment. I'm certain we'll cross paths again.
Howard. Looks like you've got your reinforcements.
Master Jedi, I'm honored you're willing to take up our cause. I'm Beck Talrot, and this is Colonel Marek. We welcome anyone who's willing to fight for a free Balmorra. I requested backup because we've set our sights on the city of Sobrik. It's currently Imperial headquarters.
What happened to Sobrik's citizens?
The Empire destroyed everything Balmorran and covered the city with their blasted red banners. Colonel Marek is the most decorated officer in the Balmorran militia, and our man inside the Empire.
Our best bet into Sobrik is an aerial assault, landing in the spaceport and surprising them.
Our transport's an old Republic model. She can carry enough men to challenge the Empire.
But the spaceport shield disables any non-Imperial craft, and all the false promises in the galaxy won't deactivate it.
Balmorra is not a safe place to fly.
When you're welcome, it's safe enough. When you're not, well, you can see why everyone's fighting over it.
We've gotten our hands on the Troida Disruptor, a prototype weapon that could break through Sobrik's shield.
The Empire has fail-safes in place, and the Troida Disruptor will only work for a few minutes. Luckily, that's all we need.
But activating it requires enough power to launch a Star Destroyer, and we don't have it.
The only thing that's got that kind of juice is Sobrik's power grid, the largest set of generators on Balmorra.
You've seen one generator, you've seen them all, right?
Now, the Empire, anticipating an attack, has positioned fully armed garrisons at each generator.
If you can get past them and siphon power from the generators, we can activate the Troida Disruptor and break through Sobrik's shield.
Ready your men. I'll have that power when you need it.
I'll monitor the power grid from here and contact you when everything's in place. Good luck.
Move Sobrik's power grid, diverting power to the Troida Disruptor. That's it. Transferring you to Bechtalrad. Sobrick's shield will only be down for a few minutes, so make it quick.
The Troida disruptor is activated. Sobrick's spaceport shield is breaking down. I can't thank you enough.
You can thank me later. Let's get Sobrick back.
You'll be the hero of Balmora when we win Sobrick. I promise you.
I'm impressed. Those garrisons were tough, and I should know. I was forced to design them. Beck's got good men, but they're not fighters like you and me. They'll need your help to retake the city. Enter Sobrick through the main gates. Fight through the Empire and make your way to the spaceport from there.
The Resistance looks up to you. Keep them going till I get there.
I won't lose, Sobrick. Not this time. See you inside.
You've lost, Beck. Your men are dead and your ship's in flames.
What? How could you do this to us?
Here come your reinforcements. Ask them if you don't believe me.
You're standing with the Empire, Colonel.
Balmora will too, before long. Please, don't make this hard. Surrender or die. Those are your options.
You will answer for the Resistance members you killed.
You're giving me too much credit. That's Imperial marksmanship. When the Empire came, the Republic fought, lost, and left. Balmora needs order, stability, and power to survive. Our future is with the Empire.
Balmora will be free, and you'll be remembered as a traitor.
Balmora will thank me when this is over. Hear that, Beck? Your backups refuse to surrender. Don't make the same mistake.
Hello? Please tell me someone won that firefight.
The Imperials are dead. The spaceport's secure.
I just hope their dead equals ours. Colonel Merrick was respected and revered all over Balmora. If word of this gets out, we'll lose face, and that means losing support and manpower.
You coward. Weak and spineless, just like the Republic.
The Colonel was once a hero. Let him die like one. Kill him, and put him in with the others. I'll say he fell in combat.
Killing the Colonel won't bring your men back. He lives.
I thank you for that. Maybe you can pass some of that spine over to Balmora.
Despite the Colonel's best efforts, you've won us the spaceport. Sobrick will be a battlefield for a few days, but we'll get it under control. Meet me back at the Troida workshop. I'll be waiting.
Sobrick is free. I didn't think I'd live to see it. Of course, all the talk is about a Balmoran hero turned Imperial. We look like idiots. There'll be desertions. Colonel Merrick's rotting away in a secure storage room. Once the Empire's gone, he'll get a proper jail cell.
A lot of Balmorans died today. Colonel Merrick would have been one too many.
I can't really fault you for doing what you thought was right. Winning Sobrick didn't go exactly as planned. But with the city free, people will know it's only a matter of time before they're free too. Commander Maydeen wants to speak with you. We've got him waiting on ComCall.
Did the commander say what it was about?
He didn't say, and I didn't pry. Balmora will never forget what you did for us. Thank you again.
Commander Maydeen, I was told you wanted to speak with me.
Sobrick is free, and we have you to thank. A battalion should be in the city soon, though it'll be a long slog. You've proven your commitment to Balmora and the Republic. I've been authorized to ask for your help with a top-secret mission.
We've already invaded Imperial territory and liberated Sobrick. What's left?
The Republic didn't even know this objective existed until the Empire forced us off-world. The Balmorans hid it well. Let me introduce Dr. Karsiri, a scientist at the Balmoran Arms Factory.
Lead scientist now, actually. Not that that matters. I don't lead armies or free cities like you.
Dr. Karsiri is braver than he admits. He's working on the whole reason the Empire's fighting for Balmora. The Barrager planetary defense system.
What's so special about this weapon?
The Barrager can destroy an entire orbiting fleet without launching a single ship. The host planet becomes an impenetrable fortress.
We can't do anything to the Barrager unless we can control it. For that, we need someone who knows the weapon inside and out.
The weapons designers are Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis. They refused to work for the Empire and were imprisoned in the Gorinth Brig.
Are you certain they're alive?
The Gorinth Brig holds people who are inconvenient, not damned.
Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis are the only people who can get us the Barrager. They must get out of the Gorinth Brig safely. My scout West Durga is on the Gorinth Plateau. Speak with him. He'll know how to get inside and free the doctors.
I'll get there as soon as possible.
Keep me updated, Commander. I'll do what I can to keep the Empire busy here. Good luck.
Ubed, stabulutumul numts umtsaktas. Musutugu, no gushle zoruku.
I had no knowledge of any of this.
Kumunhaba ukunit mekwasta bahala. Provata gahal gurefes sugurututa selvagu.
Violence only begets more violence.
Pronteza banhal kufjoen quatma. Ul qualuta meta jurher fut persuno jormola. Huma ormalo mentu gorastuk.
Doc, what are you doing here?
I'm busting you out, sweetheart. Where else would I be?
I'm sure the Imperials weren't kind to your friend. Make sure she's all right.
We thought we'd lost you, Metal.
She's healthy as ever. Life signs green across the board.
That's a relief. Maddle, what have you learned about the Empire's cloaking device?
Imperial scientists left Balmora with the prototype when the Republic invaded. It's long gone.
Maddle, I sense great conflict within you. I know you're lying. What are you afraid of?
Wait just a minute. She's one of us.
Warren wouldn't accuse her of lying unless he was certain.
The truth will come out. Wouldn't you rather be the one who reveals it?
When Nicolin hears the truth, he'll want to kill me. Promise you'll stop him.
No one will hurt you. Tell us everything.
Take it easy. Whatever this is, we'll work it out.
The Empire offered me a deal. Cooperate or die slowly. I told them everything about the Resistance. Names, locations, plans.
I knew it. The Empire has been slaughtering our people using your information!
Give them something they can use. Tell them about the cloaking device.
The Empire is studying it at the Balmoran Arms Factory. It's there, I promise.
Why did you lie before? Why not tell us where to go?
I was afraid if you went there, you'd find out what I'd done.
You know the price of betrayal.
Wait, she has enemy intelligence. She could be an asset.
Colonel Finley needs information on the Empire. You work for him now.
I'm sorry, Nicholas. I had no choice.
Maddle was ours to punish. The Resistance will not forget this insult.
Neither will I. Thanks for saving her. I owe you.
The Balmoran Arms Factory is the Empire's biggest stronghold. Assaulting this base was one thing, but taking on that fortress...
I know that place inside out. Need a shortcut through that Rancor's den? Well, I'm your man.
Welcome to the team, Doc. I'll try not to get you killed.
Hey, if the Imperials attack with grenades, you can throw Doc on them.
Colonel Finley and I will coordinate a full offensive against the Empire. We'll clear you a path to the Balmoran Arms Factory. The rest is up to you. Get that cloaking device prototype at all costs. May the Force be with us.
The access key to the Gorinth Brig.
Huma, ormalo mentu gorastuk. Rugul afnamul konfu ensesque nu unswat.
Lieutenant Vecker's going to die. Same as the rest.
Fulkaruga musoa, you graduat mun. Junstabu fuqualanqua, persana hora.
Sounds like a real pleasant crowd.
Kahandu veo nedzip unquejo levutu.
It's no use. You need an extractor's ID card to operate that elevator.
Don't worry about the elevator. Tell me how to open this cell.
Get out of here while you still can. The extractors will be back any...
Not very chatty now, are you, old man? Looks like we have a security breach. And some new prisoners.
The extractors are dead? And you saved us. I can't believe it.
I'm looking for Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis. They were working on a very important weapon.
I think I remember them. Scientists or something, right? They haven't been seen since they were taken below. I know Lieutenant Vecker rarely leaves his interrogation rooms on the lower level. He keeps the most valuable prisoners close by. Here, take the extractor's ID card. If you're looking to free someone else, you'll have to get onto the lower level to do it.
You've been of tremendous assistance. Thank you.
You bust me out of an Imperial prison and you're thanking me? Maybe I'm dreaming. I'm getting out of here before more extractors show up. Good luck to you.
Idiots! Did none of you think to stop an intruder? Or are we issuing invitations? No matter. You won't disrupt the work I'm doing to stabilize Balmora.
Call this torture what you will. It ends here.
I must maintain order. Fear discourages rebellion. Whether you're here out of some misguided attempt to save these criminals, or you're after Republic interests, you won't succeed. Gorinth Brig and everyone in it serves the Empire. They live for it, they die for it.
Release the prisoners, and you can go free.
And start a planet-wide riot. No wonder the Republic's falling apart. Disarm the intruder. Alive if possible. Dead as an example.
Dr. Meln, Dr. Ortis.
Dr. Ortis, just give me a minute to catch my breath. I thought that fight would never end.
Forgive him. This whole experience has been traumatic. Dr. Meln at your service.
I can't believe you went to these lengths to rescue us. Thank you.
I was told you designed the barrager. I hope I'm not wrong.
The Empire imprisoned us because of the barrager, and now the Republic set us free. I think I know why you're here. The barrager is an incredibly complicated and well-protected weapon, as designed. Luckily, our design notes are in contraband. We can use Lieutenant Vecker's credentials to override the security system and get those files. It'll lock down afterwards, of course, but we'll have what we need.
Can the override do anything else?
Change prison operations, security settings, nothing that's going to help us now. With our files, we can create a foolproof spike for the Republic, guaranteed to get control of the barrager.
Wait just a minute. What about all those prisoners? You might have forgotten everything we've seen here, Doctor, but I haven't. This is our chance to destroy this terrible place. We have to use that override to let these people go. As for the barrager, we'll figure out something.
The Gorinth Briggs caused enough suffering.
You may have just single-handedly condemned the Republic.
The thanks of 1,000 prisoners should make up for it. The override worked. Every security field in the Gorinth Brig has failed. We should get to a shuttle. Dr. Meln and I will do our best to get something together for the barrager spike. Thank you.
Ugalunkas ut termu nulu uma.
Did Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis make it back?
Gahal ravul asjon ujuet untumata. Jubguhu zuza haga, noeksa nunsa bahala.
I'm glad you're back. We've got no time to waste. Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis have created the barrager spike. It's hacked together from memory, so they can't guarantee anything. We really could have used their research.
It's hard to ignore a prison full of innocent people.
You eliminated most of the prison staff. Once we had the barrager, they wouldn't have waited long for a rescue. I just hope the spike works. The barrager could prevent another Telos or Taris forever. The Republic must get control of it. Our plans hit a small snag. We've been unable to get in touch with Dr. Karsiri, the informant who started all this.
You suspect the Empire discovered him?
Dr. Karsiri's brilliant, but I doubt he has much experience covering his tracks. The Empire's massing their troops at the Balmoran arms factory. It's a battle from here on in. We've got to move forward, with or without Dr. Karsiri. My technician Len Carter's been working on locating the barrager. He's waiting for you at the Sundari outpost.
Tell them I'll be there as soon as possible.
I'll keep trying to contact Dr. Karsiri. I'll let you know if I hear from him. Medine out.
Looking for Lem Karner.
You found him. Good thing, too. Now you can take this off my hands. It's the barrager spike. Commander Medine sent it over. Your job is to use that to take control of the barrager. My job is to find it for you.
How do you plan to achieve this?
Takes a lot of power to destroy a fleet. I can trace where it's going and locate the barrager that way. But the Empire's got power-hungry contraptions all over this battlefield. As long as they're up, I can't get a clear reading. Get me?
Just tell me where to go.
Empire's recall their full forces here. Republic's doing all they can, but you've got a literal army to get through. Watch yourself. Knock out everything the Empire's got running. Hook this power monitor up to their primary sensor grid, and we'll find your weapon.
If the Empire advances, retreat. I'll figure things out.
I was a front-lines tech in the Battle of Bathawi. This is nothing. As soon as I've got a lock on the barrage's location, I'll calm you. Stay safe out there.
Work. Signals coming in clear as a bell. Most of the power's being drawn to the administrative complex of the Balmoran arms factory. The barrager must be there.
An administrative complex doesn't sound so threatening.
Don't be so sure. Probably plenty of security is still standing between you and the barrager. I've got Commander Medine on hold for you. If we don't meet again, well, for Balmora's sake, I hope we do.
Looks like we were both hard at work. You've got the barrager's location. I've got Dr. Karsiri.
Good thing, too. The barrager lab's been fortified beyond recognition. Freeing the Gorinth Brig prisoners must have put a scare into the Empire. They're driving us hard to finish the weapon. The Empire's made Darth Minax our overseer. She was a slave driver before, but now, any minor setback is grounds for execution.
Sith are deadly and unpredictable.
She's a real live, red-skinned Sith nightmare. Without their research, Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis couldn't have anticipated our progress. There's some vital extra steps to making their hack work.
Looks like they could have used your expertise.
No one could have gotten as far as the barrager's designers. I can just get you a little further. Use the barrager spike on the subsystem controllers, then on the main power core. It'll allow full control when you arrive.
No one will forget what you've done for Balmora, Doctor.
I only did what any Balmoran would have done. I'd better get back before Darth Minax comes looking. I hope to meet you in person soon.
This is it. Follow Dr. Karsiri's instructions and get to the barrager. Medine out.
Hey, Darth Minax. I had the codes put in place, but the locks seem to have failed.
Half the Imperial army, and still the Republic gets inside. Secure the weapon. You found the barrager designers among the rest of the rabble you freed, didn't you? Pathetic, idiotic Republic luck.
You have no power here. The Empire's lost the barrager and Balmora.
The Republic's won, have they? Was it at Sobrik? The destroyed Gorinth Brig, perhaps? That festering island you call Bugtown? Balmora belongs to the Empire. The barrager will only remove all doubt. You were very foolish to come here. Perhaps now you'll understand why.
Dr. Karsiri, is anyone there?
We're here, Commander. Darth Minax and the other Imperials are dead. The barrager's ready to accept your spike.
Excellent. Use the barrager spike to get control. I'm sending a recovery crew to take over operations.
To take over? But the barrager is a threat to Balmora. It must be destroyed, you know that!
The Empire will never have control of the barrager again.
The Empire was never the problem. The barrager itself caused this mess. Destroying a fleet takes every bit of power a planet can give. Solar, geothermal, hydro. If it's part of Balmora, it's powering the barrager. It will leave the planet an empty shell with nothing left to defend. The Empire wanted the Barrager so they could hold Balmorra forever. Now I see the Republic does too. Commander Medine lied to us.
I'm sure the commander wants to keep Balmorra safe.
You really think we'd destroy something that could prevent another Telos, Taris, or Coruscant? Save millions of lives and guarantee a Republic victory? This war is not over. I can feel it. I know the cost is high, but the Barrager could make sure the Republic wins that war. We have to claim it.
We can't sacrifice one planet to save another.
Blast it! Do you realize what you're doing? You've given the Empire a second chance!
The turbolift's locked down, but don't worry. Slicing Imperial security codes is a hobby of mine. Give me 2 secs. Uh-oh. Someone's coming down the turbo lift. Get ready for a fight.
Doc, I thought the imps had killed you.
You too, Remy? How you making out, old fella?
Same as always. Pretend to cooperate with the Imperials and stab them in the back every chance I get.
We're here to defeat the Empire. Can you get us into the upper levels?
Sure. The imps put me on waste management. Gave me a data card to get in there. It's all yours. Thing is, there's guards every 2 meters in there.
That's why I travel with a Jedi, Remy.
Sorry to cut this reunion short. We have a long fight ahead.
And I finally have a way out of this place. See you on the other side, Doc.
Hello, are you there? It's Colonel Finley. We have a new problem. The Resistance has learned of Imperial research into weapons that use cloaking device technology. If the enemy can hide their missiles and bombs from detection, imagine the carnage.
The Empire would rip us apart.
You must recover all the Empire's research data on this project and deliver it to us.
There's bound to be a computer hub up there somewhere.
This may be our only opportunity. Do everything you can. Finley out.
I found the files about the Empire's stealth weapon research, but something's wrong. They're starting to erase themselves.
I used turbolift data cards all the time when I was here. They work with computers, too. Maybe we can transfer the files onto the data card Remy gave us. Copy them before they get deleted. And what do you know? It worked. Not bad, huh?
That was fast thinking. Well done.
Fast thinking is my middle name.
Huh?
You suppose the Empire knows we're here?
It's far enough. We're almost done here.
Nicolin, what are you doing?
The cloaking device prototype belongs to the people of Balmorra, not the Republic. This is our world, our war, and our victory.
The Empire was on the verge of wiping out the Resistance before we got here.
We spent decades fighting for this planet after the Republic rolled over for the Empire. Now you're back to loot our resources? This prototype may be the most valuable technology on Balmorra. You're not taking it.
Aren't the Jedi all about justice? If that's true, let us leave with what's rightfully ours.
The Jedi will return this technology once we're done with it. Please hand it over.
The Jedi will return this once they're done with it. Hand it over, Avers. I'd offer you transportation, but I'm afraid the shuttle only seats 2. Good luck.
Now that's smooth talking. One thing's for sure. I'm not working for the Resistance anymore. Got a spare bunk on your ship for a superb combat medic?
My mission is dangerous. You sure you want to get involved?
Danger doesn't scare me. And involved is my middle name.
Warren, I have the cloaking device prototype.
After the blood that's been spilled today, that's a ray of hope. I'm returning to the Republic base where you first landed. Meet me there.
The Imperials still have stockpiles here. We need 2 squads up on the Goran Plateau. You're back. We're in the middle of final troop deployment. The Empire's lost, but they're attacking on their way out. I don't think you realize what you've done. If we had the Barrager, the Imperials wouldn't have fired another shot.
The Empire's on Balmorra to win. We're here to help.
I wanted to give the Republic the best shot I could at defeating the Empire. Were you there when the Empire attacked Coruscant? They came out of nowhere, and we couldn't do anything about it. The Empire invaded Balmorra. I promised myself that it would end here. Can you blame me?
Dr. Karsiri risked his life for Balmorra, not the Republic.
For a scientist, he's got guts. Maybe he can help, if he ever forgives me. I'm glad it was you making the call and not me. When you spend your life fighting, it's easy to forget why. You secured the Barrager, stormed the Gorinth Brig, freed Sobrik. The Republic is completely in your debt.
The Empire has to learn that independent worlds aren't theirs to take.
Balmora's been an effective lesson. If war breaks out, the Republic will be ready. There's a lot of work ahead, but Balmora's free. That's what's important. Good luck to you.
I have the cloaking device prototype and the Empire's weapon research data.
We've denied the enemy a considerable technological edge and broken its hold on Balmorra. I'll send the research data to Coruscant. There's a Dr. Godera waiting to review it. Friend of yours, I understand?
Please give the doctor my regards.
I will. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Somehow I expected such an important device to be more impressive. I'll deliver this to Master Braga and the Council on Tython. Master Braga's faith in you is well placed. I'm honored to serve with you.
The feeling is mutual. Be well, my friend.
You should contact Master Braga when you return to your ship. He's eager to hear from you. Farewell.
Master Braga, the mission to Balmorra was a success. We have the cloaking device prototype.
Outstanding. I never doubted you for a moment. How did you find working with my old friend, Warren? I've always been impressed by his keen insights.
His intuition was critical. I couldn't have found the objective without him.
You've brought us a great leap closer to finding the Emperor. But there's a new problem. I've lost contact with my Padawan under unusual and dangerous circumstances. You're uniquely qualified to deal with this.
I'll do everything I can, Master. Tell me the situation.
SWTOR is no ordinary Padawan. He was once a Sith Lord, a member of the Empire's Dark Council. We dueled on Dantooine. Fought for 3 days. I won when I convinced him to abandon the dark side and train as a Jedi.
You turned a Dark Council member to the Jedi? Incredible.
Your own victories are no less impressive. Bengilmore and former Lord Praven now serve the light side because of you. SWTOR has fully embraced the Jedi way. Whatever has happened, it isn't his fault. He was guarding a Republic base on the planet Quesh when the Empire invaded and attacked our territories.
The Empire wouldn't commit its forces if Quesh wasn't worth the effort.
It's the largest adrenal production center in the galaxy. They're a major military commodity, especially now that war has broken out again. I just spoke with a soldier at SWTOR's base. It's surrounded by Imperial forces and my Padawan refuses to act. Without Jedi help, that base will fall. My Padawan won't answer his holo.
Sounds like he's afraid of something, but what?
Only a strong Jedi can help SWTOR and save the base. I'm transmitting the planet's coordinates now. Master Braga, out.
Go. He needs you. And you need him.
You haven't led me astray yet, Master Orgus.
You alright? The holo transmission's over.
It's a Jedi thing. None of your business. This sounds urgent. We should go to Quesh right away.
Looks like old Doc got here just in time. How have you survived with a droid and little Miss Uptight as your only friends?
T7's as loyal as they come. And you should address my fellow Jedi by her name.
Right. What's her name? Sneera? Kanoya? Yeah, never mind. Before I settle in, a few things. First, I like my quarters kept at least 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the ship. I only eat energy pudding, so stock up on that. Also, give me 30 minutes in the refresher every morning. That's all.
I'll at least accommodate your standard of living on Balmora.
Bar's pretty high. Had it awfully good there. Never seen a ship's med bay right next to the engine compartment before. Not exactly convenient. I've done better with worse. Until I have everything online, stay in one piece. Doctor's orders. So far, so good. And now that we're a team, figure it's only a matter of time before the whole galaxy gets saved. Prepare yourself for fortune and glory, pal. You'll be up to your chin in beautiful women when this war's over.
I don't do this for fame or wealth. Jedi are above those petty concerns.
Petty? You only say that because you don't know what you're missing. Old Doc's no stranger to the fame game. Cure a plague-ridden planet or two, and people get grateful enough to give you anything.
It's wrong to take advantage of such generosity. Good deeds are their own reward.
Oh, you're serious? Yes, sir. As soon as this galaxy's saved, you've got a lot to look forward to. I'll be there to see you through it all, buddy.
You wanted to see me? Just stick with it. You'll figure it out. What was your mission? The Genoharadin are the galaxy's deadliest assassins. How could the SIS expect you to stop one of their agents? Well, the ambassador may have resigned, but you saved his life. You're a hero, T7.
Need a timeout. Got something on Nar Shaddaa that can't wait. Some old friends are in a tight spot. Promised I'd help. Simple delivery, done in a jiff.
You've never mentioned having friends.
I was popular before I joined the Jedi. Now I'm really popular. Nar Shaddaa has lots of refugees. And the Hutts, not known for their charity. People are starving. My friends don't need anything fancy, just med packs and nutrient paste. Stuff I can easily provide.
We'll set course for Nar Shaddaa as soon as possible.
Swell. They're already expecting us. Get me to my friends and I'll handle the rest.